What's up guys? So it's been a while since I've reviewed a Scotch. So we're reviewing the most popular Scotch. This is Johnnie Walker Red. I have a giant jug of this. This is Johnnie Walker Red. So John Walker was born in 1805. He was running a grocery store and he started making whiskey back in 1820. The rules on distilling were very loose on those days, so he started making his own whiskey and things. However, the laws were pretty strict where you could not blend grain whiskeys and malt whiskeys. So he sold those separately and started kind of blending each one separately together based on what his customers wanted, which I thought was kind of interesting. Then his son Alexander Walker started helping him out, and eventually his grandson Alexander Walker II started helping him, and unfortunately he passed away in 1857, so he was only 52 years old. Then in 1860, the law passed that allowed you to be able to blend grain whiskeys and malt whiskeys together. So Alexander took advantage of that and started selling blended Scotch, which is how we get this today. So this is Johnnie Walker Red. It's their entry level. Let's give it a try. I'm getting a bit of the glass. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's definitely a big blend going on here of a bunch of different Scotch whiskeys, because you get those olive oil flavors I've talked about in some of my other Scotch videos. There's like some of those olive oil kind of honey flavors in there along with those smooth grains, but then you definitely get a little bit of tobacco, leather, and kind of the smokiness of an Islay Scotch as well. Definitely some caramel, candy types of sweetness on the nose as well. There's a touch of a burn. It's kind of a similar profile to Johnnie Walker Black, which I've reviewed, which you can check out right up there. I don't know, there's something slightly different about it, and I can't quite pick it out yet. It's also been a while since I've had Johnnie Walker Black. There's a lot of different flavored blended Scotches. You can definitely see a lot of the different blends that they use. The main notes that you get are like that honey and caramel, which are very typical of a Scotch. Some of those kind of grain notes in there. There's a little bit of floral characteristics. There's some citrusy characteristics in there as well, along with that kind of burnt, toasted leather boot smokiness that an Islay Scotch brings across. Some blended Scotches don't quite have that smoky characteristics, which I do like that Johnnie Walker has. It kind of is like, it's giving you a little tour of Scotland. It has a little bit of burn to it, so it's not quite as high class as the Johnnie Walker Black or something like that. And so there's a lot of versatility on cocktails, and I think it would be really good in a lot of cocktails. I made kind of a simple rendition on a Godfather, but instead of using amaretto, I used triple sec to kind of go along with some of those citrusy flavors and potentially add a slightly different citrus note into that. And then I used 2 bars chocolate bitters as well as Angostura to bring some more complexity, but also pair well with those caramel characteristics and potentially bridge some of that smoky tone in there too. Let's give this a try. Ooh, honestly, that's pretty good. I did garnish it with a lemon peel with a maraschino cherry in there, and it's pretty tasty. The chocolate bitters does come out pretty strong. It doesn't necessarily need the chocolate flavor though. I tried it with just Angostura, and that was also pretty good. So you don't necessarily need the chocolate bitters, but it is kind of fun to throw in there, and it does kind of bridge those smoky tones. But I do like the way that the triple sec kind of smooths out the smoke and brings in some of those citrusy characteristics, and also sort of goes along with the caramel. So that's kind of fun. A good price point for a 750. This is a 1.75 liter handle. For a 750, you're gonna spend about $20. This one got gifted to me from the Erickson family. Thank you guys so much again for gifting me this bottle. That's great. This thing is huge. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Angostura, that would be perfect, or any aromatic bitters for that matter. Aromatic bitters for that matter, that's funny. All right.